Maybe what am I going to do is just to point out some of the things na na-discuss ni Pinoy during the SONA 2012 that greatly affects me. So, I could say na his SONA was a bit realistic, especially na some of the accomplishments were highlighted, and this could give a clearer path to the country to where it should really lead. Pero I could say na it isn't that balanced, maybe because of political motives behind. Pero I am giving a good rating for Pinoy for his SONA 2012. Were you satisfied with the SONA? Yes, I am satisfied, but half of it is not really satisfied because I have my own expectations on the things that he should be including in this SONA that he wasn't able to include. But at least there were like points that he bravely discussed, which is a good thing for me. So I'm just going to point out some of the things na na-include niya doon sa SONA 2012. The maternal mortality issue was actually mentioned during his SONA. This is one of the things na isa to sa mga things na this is one of the things that how do you call it, na ina-advocate ko. So I have my biases na gusto ko ma-include yung maternal mortality issues and anything na related dun sa reproductive health bill. For me, it was good kasi na-include niya a bit of it. Pero if we look at the pros and cons of his statement dun sa reproductive health bill, he was just saying responsible parenthood. Actually, may mga misconceptions na create from the Filipinos regarding sa safe statement niya. But in my own analysis, I could say na euphemism lang yun. He's just trying to play safe with his statement because may mga prenoprotektahan siyang agency or like group of people in the Philippines. Pero for me, he should actually give a strong stand regarding sa reproductive health bill. He was just saying na responsible parenthood ang solusyon sa isa sa mga problema ng ating bansa, which actually mislead some Filipinos kasi yung understanding nila ng responsible parenthood is not the same as dun sa reproductive health bill, but to give light to all the people, yung responsible parenthood na include ni Pinoy sa SONA is actually the RH bill because yung responsible parenthood, I mean yung complete name ng RH bill is the Responsible Parenthood, Reproductive Health, and Population and Development Act of 2011. So RP, or Responsible Parenthood, is reproductive health. So in my own analysis, he was how do you call it, like he was so strong, a bit strong on his advocacy towards this. And what else? I'm just quite alarmed kasi with this maternal mortality issues na nangyayari sa Pilipinas since I'm working in an NGO here in Bangkok which advocates on population and development, women's rights, HIV/AIDS, and other development-related issues. I am actually biased with this kind of development-related issues. So as we all know na yung Philippines had ranked as number 48 in maternal mortality. So this is a bit alarming. And then yung international community is trying to reach yung countries for a common goal of human development, and then the MMR or the maternal mortality ratio is actually one of the things na included sa Millennium Development Goals. This is actually looking at the global, how do you call it, like global setting, and then we as part of the global society must do something to help address this issue. So reproductive health bill, for me, kailangan na maipasa na and should be voted because it has been pending for almost 13 years sa Congress. So a lot of skeptics would say na ang RH bill is not the solution for poverty, pero we should not close our minds na this could be one of the things that could contribute in order to reduce the issue or the maternal mortality issue. What else? And that was good kasi na-include niya yung issue ng RH bill, even though hindi ganun ka-strong yung how do you call it, yung statement niya. But it was good kasi I've seen na maraming mga people during the SONA who were really applauded. I mean, they really applauded when they heard about dun sa support niya sa responsible parenthood, or in other words, the reproductive health bill. What else? I was satisfied because he gave a lot of facts and figures related sa economic situation in the Philippines. So I could say probably that the economy in the Philippines is in a very good place as shown, or based on the things na ipinakita niya. And I've searched some also in the internet, and I have known na maganda ng timing for the Filipinos to invest, not just the Filipinos but the other people in the other countries to invest in the stock markets of Pilipinas. So this might probably give a good go signal na, give a good go signal, and then probably a good time for the economy to really boom sa country natin. What else? PhilHealth. I remember he pointed out some accomplishment regarding PhilHealth. For me, it was good. This is actually one of the government's programs which is undeniably helpful to all the citizens. Kasi even my own family is benefiting from it. Like recently, may nangyaring like problem sa bahay, like sa Pilipinas with my parents. Like yung father ko got hospitalized, so he has to undergo some operation. But because of the help of PhilHealth, hindi na malaki yung payment na naibigay nung side namin. So it was a good thing. I could say na he did some good programs regarding sa public health. He also pointed out dun sa yung Maguindanao massacre issue. It was also a good point, like na-include niya dun sa SONA. This gives a face to the government, to the Philippine government, na justice is important and justice should prevail. So I could say na it's a good point. I wasn't satisfied because may mga issues na very alarming and should be given attention sa Pilipinas which were not really tackled. I'm just gonna represent myself as part of the LGBT community, and I would like to address also yung issue on the HIV/AIDS. hindi siya na-include dun sa pressing issues, alarming issues that should be, given attention din sa Pilipinas. I'm trying to understand kung bakit di niya na-include ito because of the kind of society that we have, that we still have that kind of stigma. I guess everywhere, all over the world, may mga issue pa tayo of stigmatization and other stuff. Pero I guess if we can, just start speaking out, hinay-hinay na ma-address yung ganitong issue, then probably in the near future, the Philippines would bravely discuss and be open about issues such as this. So, yun. I was okay kasi yung maternal mortality issue was pointed out, pero a bit disappointed because other public health issues weren't included. What else? Hindi ko narinig dun sa SONA niya ang mga programa or anything that affects the overseas Filipino workers. I guess as far as I remember, may part lang siya dun na sinabi niya na I really forgot the exact statement, pero he mentioned about OFW, pero it was just in a very simple statement. I didn't hear anything regarding programs, regarding issues na kinakaharap ng mga overseas Filipino workers. I guess this is also one of the things na dapat hindi niya nakalimutang i-address because as we all know, the OFWs are the ones na nakakatulong din sa economy ng Philippines since yung dollar remittances ay tumataas. So, I guess, sabi pa nga nila, hopefully na include sa group hug yung mga overseas Filipino workers. So, in that case, I was a bit unsatisfied because it wasn't included. The tourist arrivals na may increase dun sa number of tourists na pumupunta sa Pilipinas, which is good. And then he also addressed the issue of the NAIA 3 terminal na kailangan ding maayos because ito yung parang door ng mga tourists to our country. So it's really also a good thing. So jobs creation, he was giving a lot of facts and figures na the jobs created in the country during his term was kumbaga medyo okay. So I give how do you call it, like credit to him also dun sa ginawa niya regarding sa jobs creation and also to the people in the government. Pero I could say everyone, like I give credit because of the good things regarding dun sa jobs creation. I also pointed out before sa question na yung prison na interview if what were the things na gusto ko na matakol ni President Noy sa sa SONA niya. As far as I don't know if you still remember, pero I actually included yung issues ng LGBT. I have a strong, how do you call it, like advocacy dito kasi yung country kasi natin, it's how do you call it, parang hindi nabibigyan ng how do you call it, like equal attention regarding sa issue nito. We always say na we don't need a special rights, we just need equal treatment. So I hope na in the near future mabigyan to ng mukha dyan sa Pilipinas that the LGBT or the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community issues are human rights issues. So, dapat mabigyan ito ng pansin ng country natin. Pero I'm still open to the explanation, to the fact na yung Pilipinas is how do you call it, is still not bravely accepting this kind of issue. Pero I mean, I'm still hoping in the near future, because I mean, LGBT rights are human rights. I always say that. What else? If you were to rate him, what would be his score? Um, I'll give him 8 out of 10.